And we are less than 2 weeks away. But I'll tell you, it's a Tuesday. So 2 weeks from today is going to be a unanimous decision from the people, and we will be celebrating all through the districts of St. Martin. Because on the Monday we're going to go to vote. And then we're going to listen to those districts come in, and every one of them is going to lead the United People's Party to victory. I can assure you that. Because everywhere I go, and I feel it. You know, I feel it with the people that, yes, you're feeling the heart of when Maurice put the knife in my back. You're feeling the heart of when Sylvia put the knife in my back. Because all of St. Martin was hurt, because they promised you on the podium, you can remember that they will stay with the United People's Party. But because of greed, they left you, the people, hanging. They didn't leave me hanging because I am there with you. We will suck out together, not with them. And I will thank every one of these candidates, and thank you, Frankie, for the words tonight. But I'll tell you something, we ain't done yet, we ain't finished yet. I promise the people in KB, it is time that KB gets new roads, new drainage, new sidewalks, new parks, you name it. There was a little girl, I had the opportunity to go up with Kevin up in KB. And she got up on stage and she said the things that she was 13 years old. And she got up on stage and said the things that she wanted, and that hurt me. And I said, yes, we are going to deliver this, and I promise the people, and you could put it in the pipe and smoke it. You can remember that? There's a fella in Corbin that likes to say that. Well, I'm going to tell you something. He put it in the pipe, but it never got smoked. It is time that this area, I'm going to tell you something. When we were designing the causeway, and then the government was broken by certain other individuals again. Broke the government, and they all in that little baby blue party. All of those that broke the governments for when you, the people, were going to see main things happen in the country are all on the baby blue party. That is the youth wing of the National Alliance. They already have their government formed, I can tell you that. Let me tell you what it is. The baby blue youth wing of the National Alliance is going to get finance. So the fellow that has finance now, they're going to kick him out. Then they're going to want tourism, so that they can continue to do all the things that they cannot do anymore. Like bring tourists, which you know you can't bring tourists. I didn't say it. Look at the cruise ships. Go out there in town when you're driving through Link 1 and you will see no cruise ships. Because you know why? You put people in charge of the ministry that doesn't even know the difference between Carnival Cruise Line and Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. And I didn't say that either. That comes from the words of the cruise lines. And I have asked our team to put together the video of when the cruise lines were in St. Martin, but they didn't think that the cruise lines would tell you, the people, the truth. And the Disney Cruise Line, I asked the executive, why is the reason why ships went to Totola? And he gave me a sweetheart answer, and I said, no, don't play politics with me. Tell the people of St. Martin why we lost cruise ships. And you know what he said? Because the government fell to you and you're not in government. That's the reason why. But they don't want to tell you that. But guess what? We're going to put it up on those screens just now, and you're going to be able to see it. Maybe not tonight, but I'll tell you something for sure. We have 2 more nights. We have, on Saturday, we're going to be in Soccer Garden, and I can tell you something, next week Saturday, we're going to be on the Ring Road, and I want to see everybody in St. Martin. And if we have to send a bus and a car to pick up everybody in the household to come out, then we're going to do it, because it's time that we stop being afraid to be able to run this country and move it forward. I'm going to tell you something. Let's get back to that causeway. So when we were building the causeway, and when we were designing the causeway, $5 million was also put in for beautification, sewage, drainage, and everything for Colby. That money was taken out when the UP lost its opportunity in government, and it was used to buy land in Point Blanche. No, they didn't tell you that either. How come they don't tell you these things that are important to the people? $5 million was taken so the harbor could buy land in Point Blanche. And then guess what they did? When the government fell again, they sold the land again to not my friends, not the people of St. Martin, but their friends. How come they keep forgetting to mention these things to the people of St. Martin. Where did the $5 million go that was going to be used to properly do Coal Bay and K Bay and Simpson Bay? Well, I'm going to tell you now. We're going to make the promises here. And you know, when I make a promise to the people of St. Martin, you keep that promise to me, and we will make sure it happens. It is time now that the areas of like, Well Road, name some roads, name some more roads. Chungsy Fat Road. But let's put it this way, all of Coal Bay, every road that we go down there, we're going to start. Every 6 months, we're going to go down a road and we're going to put in sewage lines and we're going to put in drainage lines for the people of Coal Bay. Because it's time that we stop having to walk through water. And it's time that when you wear new sneakers, they stay new. Not anymore than listening to the nonsense that these jokers talk about. It is time that things happen for the people of Coal Bay.
My name is Hans Peterson. I'm hereby endorsing my son, Claude Alfred Hans Peterson, affectionately known as Chacho. He's a man of integrity and ethics. Please vote for Claude, the number 4 candidate on the St. Martin Christian Party slate. Thank you.
I am Claude Alfred Hans Peterson, candidate number 4 on the SMCP slate. On September 26, I am asking you to put your trust in me. Corruption is not my culture. Don't let it be yours.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas really easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance.
I am Rudolph Samuel, candidate number 5 on the National Alliance slate. So on September 26, go out and vote for me to represent you in Parliament.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Ortega, leader and founder of the St. Martin Development Movement, SDM, the Grey Party. Are you tired of the way you have been treated over the past 30 years? Are you fed up with the lies of the politicians over the past 30 years? Then we say the status quo got to go. Come September 26, vote for change. Vote for improving your quality of life. SDM, we are your silver lining.
We gon' vote them in there. SDM in there.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy.
Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
As of September 9th, we have 54 confirmed cases in St. Martin on the Dutch side. And I have some photos that should be online now. The first photo, so for the public to understand that the war against mosquitoes is multifaceted. Obviously, a lot of it has to do with proper communications. And one of the things that we've been doing as a ministry is we've been charting the information. So the ministry actually has been creating a map that shows incidents of where Zika is being discovered, and as well as trying to track mosquito populations to get a better idea of where resources need to be allocated. And so the ministry, the CPS, has been going out together with volunteers and walking through the different neighborhoods. So some of the photos that you're going to see now are a reflection of our trips out, which I'm always very fond of. As I mentioned, I always like field trips. But it's disturbing in a sense that we keep on finding many of the same problems. The first photo, for example, is a cistern overflow. So in other words, many houses have cisterns, and then they have an overflow pipe so that if the rainwater collects too much water for the cistern's capacity, the water can overflow. And this is normally a 3-inch or a 4-inch pipe, and what we find way too often is that these pipes are not being screened with a mosquito net, so actually it becomes a perfect mosquito breeding ground. The next photo you'll see is water collection spots. This is where ministries need to coordinate together, as the Ministry of Romy has its district cleanup. Cleaning on the side of the road, besides having a aesthetic purpose, has a very clear hygienic purpose, because in one small bottle cap from a bottle of water that collects water, you can have mosquitoes breeding. So collecting garbage is an important point, but for example, in the photo you'll see some of the people collect water from their air conditioners, for example, the runoff from the air conditioners. They use the water to water their plants, but sometimes people forget about it and they leave them, and again, these become perfect breeding grounds. Next photo you'll see is where we received a complaint from a citizen about a garage that had many tires in their yard. You can see in the photo that these are, again, perfect breeding ground sites for mosquitoes. And so the citizens becoming active in reporting what they believe to be active breeding sites is an important part of our war against mosquitoes. As a matter of fact, when we were going through our neighborhood visits, we found a couple of garages and, let's say, workshops where they have tools and debris left in their yard, and really it becomes just a mosquito Disney World, if you ask me. There's just so many mosquito breeding grounds in those spots. And so based on that information, when the ministry receives that information, that's when we go into targeted fogging. So the next photo you'll see is that based on the complaint we received about the garbage, the ministry went out and did targeted fogging. And I think it's important to explain to the public that just blanket fogging of the island is not the ideal situation. It does a couple of things. It kills mosquitoes, but it also kills all other kinds of insects as well. And the other thing it does is potentially generates mosquitoes that build up a tolerance to the insecticides, so that future control efforts become less effective. And that's why the ministry has opted for targeted fogging rather than just blanket fogging. But because, again, even the targeted fogging only kills the adult mosquitoes, and so it doesn't deal with the larvae, and if you don't deal with the breeding sites, while it may bring down the population on a temporary basis, it will end up coming right back as soon as the larvae hatch.
Bob, I can understand why you're parking so carefully. Of course, when you can get 80% discount on your Be Sure car insurance. But that's overdoing it, Bob.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah! Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
First, I want to pick up the young men of the Dutch Quarter, Middle Region area. They have gotten the garbage contract to clean the roads, and a job well done. We are putting in place an information service center for the youth to put back the military service in place that we had before. We build roads, yes or no? We build schools. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to build hotels too. I remember after Mullet Bay, somebody got up and said, I have the key. That too was an empty shell. So people of St. Martin, your hospital is coming. I've seen that the government building was standing there for a long time. And if you look at it now, before this election date on the 26th of September, we will move into the building. That is the National Alliance. Pastor, if I wasn't good in my faith, they would have moved me. But I am a National Alliance, and I'm going nowhere.
My name is Hans Peterson. I'm hereby endorsing my son, Claude Alfred Hans Peterson, affectionately known as Chacho. He's a man of integrity and ethics. Please vote for Claude, the number 4 candidate on the St. Martin Christian Party slate. Thank you.
I am Claude Alfred Hans Peterson, candidate number 4 on the SMCP slate. On September 26, I am asking you to put your trust in me. Corruption is not my culture. Don't let it be yours.
The September 9th deadline to sign up for the 2017 Nagico Calypso competition has passed, and we are proud to say that some 23 Calypsonians have registered to participate in the 2017 Nagico Calypso competition. The reigning monarch along with 22 others. So in the elimination, we're going to have 22 contestants. From there, 10 will move on to the finals. The good thing is that this year, we have a number of former kings participating. We have kings like King Bobo, Kaiso Brat, Fish the Mega Boss, King Repeater, Ricky the Fox, Young Calix the Protege, and together they represent 29 Calypso crowns. And if we were to add the monarch from this year, the 2016 Calypso monarch, Shakira, that would be 30 crowns being represented in the 2017 Nagico Calypso competition. What is also good is to see that a number of Calypsonians who over the years stayed away from competing, they are back. I'm talking about people like the King of the Dublin Thunder and the first ever soca monarch of St. Martin, 6-time road march king of St. Martin, King Timo. He is back after a number of years of absence. Ricky the Fox is back. The Mighty Magic and the Mighty Dando. These are people who have stayed away for a while and they are back now in the competition. And then, as you know, young Calix the Protege, who is also a former king, after that, what would I call that? Let's call it, for lack of a better word, controversy. Did not make it to the finals in 2016. He's back with a vengeance. And he was the first to sign up, as a matter of fact. So he was eager to get into the competition. More good news is that we have a number of new registrants, some new Calypsonians coming on. So it means that the Calypso art form is not dying. We see new people coming in. Lady Righteous is there. We have a new gentleman coming in. His name is Dr. Ray. And we have another lady, which is Shira. She is coming in. So all in all, we will have 6 ladies, including the Calypso Monarch, in this competition. So we see progress being made with Calypso. We see more interest in it. We see new faces, and we've seen those that were there before coming back. So 2017 look like it's going to be a very good year. We are also adding some new prizes to the 2017 Calypso competition, because you have the Monarch, the first runner-up and the second runner-up, but this year we're also going to have a most popular Calypsonian.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
My name is Hans Peterson. I'm hereby endorsing my son, Claude Alfred Hans Peterson, affectionately known as Chacho. He's a man of integrity and ethics. Please vote for Claude, the number 4 candidate on the St. Martin Christian Party slate. Thank you.
I am Claude Alfred Hans Peterson, candidate number 4 on the SMCP slate. On September 26, I am asking you to put your trust in me. Corruption is not my culture. Don't let it be yours.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
At this time, we're going to have 2 presentations, two organizations in celebration of the 100th anniversary of the Maduro and Correals group. The signs seem kind of small, and for those that are far in the back, the amount contributed to the organization is 10,000 guilders. 10,000 guilders. I wanted to share with you a slideshow of exactly what 100 years in banking in the community in 6 islands really means. At this time, I'd like to direct your attention to the screen as we now present a special slideshow.
If today is the product of yesterday, so tomorrow has its genesis in today. This is the ideology behind the 100-year history of MCB. It is the guiding mandate which directed not only the founding fathers of Maduro's bank back in the early 1900s, but as well guides the directorship of the bank to this day. In choosing to always look forward towards a better, prosperous future for country and people, Maduro and Curiel's Bank continues to follow through on its commitment to excellence, established a century ago. In 1916, SAL Maduro and Sons, joined by Correa Hermanos & Co., established the first ever bank of issue on the island of Curacao. In one of his many letters to Sol Momong Maduro, Jos Jojo Correa wrote of the need for a bank on Curacao, stating, in effect, the establishment of a commercial bank in proper fashion is part of the needed progress that indisputably will have to come in a not-too-distant future. SAL Maduro and Sons was a much larger company than Correa Hermanos & Co. In exchange for their partnership, Jojo Correa promised to free the Maduros of the thousands of headaches that was part of the business. He committed to do all the work, management, and provide the expertise for the other 50% partner capital. He also proposed a name for the new bank, the Bank of Commerce, Savings, Commissions, and Insurance, or better still, Maduro's Bank. Fortunately, the shorter name was chosen.